All right, next one. The compass is one of the oldest navigational tools we have. Since mankind began to understand more about navigation, compasses have been crucial to the achievement of major feats such as the first transoceanic voyages and the circumnavigation of the globe. None of this would have been possible without the aid of the compass in performing navigation calculations over long distances. Okay, so this whole thing is talking about the importance of the compass. All right. Early explorers had to use local landmarks and the stars to navigate. This made it very difficult to travel to far or unknown destinations. Compasses were one of the key breakthroughs that made such voyages possible. So, how exactly does a compass work? Uh, early times, earlier what? Local landmarks were used. Local landmarks and stars were used. Okay, then compasses change the game. A compass works by detecting and responding to the Earth's natural magnetic fields. Compass working. How does it work? Responds to Earth's natural magnetic field. The Earth has an iron core that is part liquid and part solid crystal due to gravitational pressure. It is believed that movement in the liquid outer core is what produces the Earth's magnetic field. Like all such fields, the Earth's magnetic field has two poles, north and south. These magnetic poles are slightly off from the Earth's axis of rotation, which is used as the basis of geographic poles. However, the magnetic and geographic poles are close enough to allow a compass to serve as valuable navigational tool, especially when adjustments are made for the polar differences, such adjustments being referred to as declination. Okay, so this entire paragraph, this entire this paragraph is talking about how Earth's magnetic field originates. How does Earth have a magnetic field in the first place? All right, that is what this paragraph is talking about, and how this then is used to used by compass to generate a north and south, and therefore we can use it to navigate. What is declination though? This is important. The difference. What's it saying? However, the magnetic and geographic poles are close enough. So there is a difference between geographic and magnetic poles, but they are very close. But they're both very close. Okay. Especially when adjustments are made for the polar differences. So adjustment for polar differences is called as declination. In September 2019, for the first time in over 360 years, compasses at Greenwich pointed true north. Okay. Most of the time, however, compasses don't actually point precisely towards the North Pole. So because of this not being the same, most of the time they don't precisely point towards the north, but for the first time in 360 years, they did. True north is the direction that points directly towards the geographic North Pole. True north is pointing towards North Pole directly. This is a fixed point on the Earth's globe. Magnetic north is quite different. It is the direction that a compass needle points to as it aligns with the Earth's magnetic field. And as it says before, right, like there's a difference between what the magnetic north is and what the geographical north is. Not the same thing. The magnetic and the compass that you have is pointing towards the magnetic north pole, not the geographic north pole. However, the difference is not that much. So we can still use it as a good navigational tool. The magnetic north pole shifts and changes over time in response to changes in the Earth's magnetic core. It isn't a fixed point. So the magnetic north pole also is not a fixed point. It keeps changing in response to the Earth's magnetic core. As it changes, it keeps changing. It is not a fixed point. The difference between the north and north heading on a compass forms an angle referred to as declination. Declination varies from place to place because the Earth's magnetic field is not uniform. It dips and undulates. So declination changes from place to place. Declination is also referred to as the angle formed the difference from the difference in north and true north. The difference in north and true north forms an angle, and this angle is called as declination. Declination, it varies from place to place. Because Earth's magnetic field is not uniform. And dips and moves, undulates, dips and moves and dances, right? Question: select the option that corresponds to a feat. What is a feat? Not F-E-E-T, it's F-E-A-T. What is a feat? An achievement. The diversion of traffic is not an achievement. God. A student's tribute to the mentor, again, not an achievement. An acrobatic performance is an achievement, can be categorized as one. The cancellation of a flight booking is not an achievement, although depends on which flight you're cancelling. Right. So C is an acrobatic performance, can be considered a feat. The writer refers to the compass as a key breakthrough to highlight its key. Why key? Key because it is important. So A is correct, not because of its scientific nature, ease of use, or novelty. It is because of its importance in what it led to. Select the option that can be used both as a noun as well as a verb in the given form. Uniform, magnetic, and point. While uniform and point can both be used, magnetic is not something that can be used as a noun in a verb form. Right. So A is out. Only uniform. Uniform can be used, but only uniform. We already see point here, so B is out. Uniform and core. Uniform and core can both be used. Yes. Okay. But do I have something better? Let's take a look. D. Point is okay. Iron is okay, and core is also okay. So point, you can point at someone, that's a verb, right? And point can also be a point like this, that is the noun form. Iron is, you can the metal. Iron is the noun form, and to iron clothes, right? That's the verb form. Core, the core noun that we saw earlier in the passage itself, that can be one of the noun forms. And coring is also removing the seed part of a fruit, like how we have apples, right? We remove the seed parts of apple. That is coring. as the verb. So all three correct. D is the answer. Identify the meaning of the adjective in the given line from the text. Compasses at Greenwich pointed true north. True is the adjective here, right? Compasses, noun, Greenwich, noun, pointed is the verb, north is again a noun, true is the only adjective there. If true is the adjective, what are they really trying to say? It finally pointed at the precise north. So what am I looking at? Aimed, no. Precision, yes. Precision is what true is trying to signify. Topmost, no. Sharp, no. Which action suitably corresponds with undulates? All right. Praying, walking a dog, sharing a secret, dancing. Let's take a look where undulates was. Right at the end. It says, declination varies from place to place because the Earth's magnetic field is not uniform. It dips and shifts. Dips and shifts. What closest word that we can find to praying? No. Static activity? No. Walking a dog? Static activity. I mean, not a very erratic movement, right? Sharing a secret is totally irrelevant. Dancing, dipping, moving, changing, all of those things occur in dancing. Therefore, I'm so sorry, dancing is the right answer. All right.